Let's hit that D&D. Don't want to be rude. D&D.
My shit stays on that. Both my phones, unfortunately. I'm gonna get a third that
Both
could.
my phones flexing.
How dumb.
Fool.
I want to get a third one that could just actually ring because it'll be like my wife only.
Your wife only, just that's your
The bat line.
the
What
Hell yeah.
So you didn't know that? Okay, so my buddy lives. I'm not gonna say who, but he lives off of like Machado. Okay, where landing point is, right where you would enter to go into the.
I won't be rude. Hang on.
Do you put it behind your ear for real?
Yeah.
You're a liar.
Nah, just to look cool for the camera.
I was like, take it off your ear.
But I've done it a couple times, bro.
Behind your ear.
Behind my ear, because I'm like, where else am I gonna put it? So just
Underneath the mic stand or something. I don't know. Underneath the table, like we're
underneath
still at
the no
school.
table. I'll put it under the
Yeah,
chair
like
right
right
here.
here. So yeah. Whatever.
That'd be pretty cool. You just get a collection of shit going.
That would be
Everybody.
disgusting,
It'd
but
be disgusting, but kind of
kind of cool, kind of.
iconic. Just,
You'd have to sign the gum.
yeah. Like, hey, look under your mic, bro. Look who it is. Oh shit. Is that legit? Like, yeah, bro. We got video proof of it. Pop it out.
Like,
I'm not
um,
telling people where I live though.
I just realized that, so now I'm gonna cut that out.
Yeah.
But yeah, so you're from the land of where heroin and meth is prevalent.
Sure, bro.
But that's not where you're from, but that's where you reside.
That's where I reside.
We're not gonna say where anymore.
No.
Just know that heroin and meth heads roam the streets.
Yes, sir. Is this good enough with audio right here? I feel
I
like.
would definitely pull that closer to
Yeah.
yourself.
Okay.
Pause.
Mm.
Uh,
Who added that effect? Hey, bro, come on.
And then maybe put it up.
Cabrón, relax.
He doesn't have headphones on, otherwise he probably would have laughed.
He's smiling.
I'm assuming you have one of these mic stands.
Nope.
I'm glad you're familiar though.
I've
Some
been on stage before. I know how to turn a knob.
some people don't understand the dynamics of that
You
knob.
know what? I've seen people like get really confused on. They're like, "Can I?" And so they're just talking like this.
I
All
like
right.
it. Well, as you can see, you're watching the Food Community Podcast, and I'm right here with one of the original fools. Are you maybe one of the first fools on YouTube doing your thing?
I don't know. Maybe.
15 years? When was the first Cholo adventure?
Cholo Adventures, I started back in like 2009. But before that, man, I was doing like Cholo videos in like 2007.
That's what I'm saying. The very first one.
Yeah,
The
bro.
very first one, we'll count it from that one.
You know what? You're a credible guy. I'm gonna take your advice here. Yeah. Also, shout outs to the food community, baby. We out here, man. Shout outs to you. Shout outs to everything you guys are doing here. Your team's awesome, you know?
The wonderful owner would have been here, but the dog ate his homework, unfortunately.
He has homework.
He does.
It's unfortunate.
It was
Oh,
homework to ask questions for you, but like I said, he wrote it down on his dog ate it. I don't know.
oh, okay. So I'm just gonna have to go off the top, bro.
So it's just me and you. Good thing I'm pretty good at this, I think.
Yeah,
Um
bro.
15 years, so you're one of the original fools to me, I think, and to everyone else that's in our age demo. He
Thanks,
said
bro.
he generally recognized you, and he's a young kid, so that counts for something.
That's cool, man.
Maybe if you
Thank
were in full cholo garb, maybe you're just missing the bandana.
It's just the bandana, fool. It just hides his big ass forehead.
It's not even that bad. It's not like you have like a LeBron forehead.
Oh man, thank God, fool.
That'd be crazy. Now I'm gonna keep looking at your forehead. Every time I look, your hairline's gonna go back a little bit.
Good, fool. I'm part Russian.
Ha! I
There's a
don't get
joke in
that
there
joke,
somewhere.
but I feel it.
Somebody, one of my who was it? It was like some fool. We'll just say some fool. He'd be like, "Hey, you part Russian?" And he would always talk like a bald fools and be like, "It's like, what do you mean, fool?" It's like, "Cause your hair is rushing to the back of your head, bro." He would always laugh at his own shit.
That shit's all right. It's
It's all right.
corny.
It's
It's
cool.
corny, but it's cool.
It's corny. His dad joke shit.
I like it.
Yeah, man. But yeah, man, doing cholo shit for a minute, it's been fun. Like I grew up around a bunch of cholos. My dad was a cholo.
Is that facts?
Yeah.
Where's he from, eh?
Wilmas.
Damn, that's an activated place.
Yeah, but my parents split up. He got deported, so my dad's out in
Damn,
Michoacan. But my mom,
that's also an active ass place.
yeah, it's pretty popping. Um, and then my mom she started dating this guy. She was a pen pal with this dude.
Your mom was a prison wife.
Not, I mean, she wasn't, but like she was talking to somebody, and this dude
Oh.
became my stepdad for a minute, and
Did you ever meet him or was he in jail the whole
he
time?
was living with us. Well, let's fast forward. He moved in. I didn't like it. You know, um, thought I could check that fool, but I was still too young, and so I was like, all right, fool. And he was a tattoo artist, so we constantly had homies just kind of coming over.
No, everyone was getting blasted up at your pad.
Yeah, man.
And you were just
Bro, they
tripping
were they
out
were jumping people in the backyard of my pad sometimes.
and jumping them in.
Jumping them in, yeah, counting the longest 13 seconds of your life, which is one, two. You know? But yeah, I mean that's kind of what inspired a lot of the Cholo Adventures, I guess.
What made you do the very, 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 very first one where you whipped out the clothes, you put on the bandana, et cetera, et cetera?
I did a How to Be a Cholo. This is when I was,
Exactly.
yeah, I did a How to Be a Cholo, and I think what inspired a lot of it too was just kind of watching like Next Friday.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean? And I'm just like, oh man, I love the way they're doing it. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna put my own spin on it. Put my little trajecito on, but
You filmed that shit with a potato.
bro, a rock, bro. I was just sitting there, back when DV tapes were still a thing.
Oh, it was with that.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
dope,
bro.
fool.
So yeah, I'm just sitting there, I'm like, all right, we're
Who
done for
fi-
the day. The tape's gone.
who filmed it?
Me. A lot of times it was just me, little
No, 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 the
tripod.
very first one, because someone else was holding it.
Anyone that was at home, dude.
Who's the fool that had the little tattoos?
That was my second stepdad.
Savage.
So he's currently with my mom,
Oh, that's
married.
very nice.
Yeah, they've been together for like 20 years now. Really cool ass vato. Um, and yeah. Whenever I left up the shirt, I mean, I don't have any tats, so I was just like, hey, bro, like he was behind the camera, he was actually holding it.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm like, so when I'm gonna do like a sick ass transition, and it's gonna be your stomach. He goes, and bro, he's such a character. His character sometimes like I take from because he was also a cholo. But he was just like, all right, you know. And yeah, man, that was my little transition to the tattoo shit. And I found it hilarious.
I thought it was great. I
Thank
watched it last night just to reacquaint myself.
thank
And
you.
I saw that and I was like, I looked at the year, that shit said like 2007. I was like, yeah.
Yeah, man.
So that's 16 years. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Your gum fell off. That's great.
Did it fall off again?
Oh, great. So that's amazing. And where'd you find your partner, your buddy?
Oof. High school. We knew each other. We had a world history together.
Where'd you guys go to high school at?
Paramount High School.
Right down the street from where I told you I met, well, not met you, but seen you, which was that little back street off of Century where the train tracks and the industrial recycler and all that bullshit is.
You saw me there?
Physically saw you. I
Really?
literally greeted you. This was like, I've
Did you
lived,
pop out of like a backyard?
no, I was driving by. I was like,
Oh,
hey, what's up, homie? You're just like, and you guys, I think you guys were filming
yeah, yeah.
because it was you, him, and a girl.
Okay.
This is maybe 9 years ago,
Damn.
8 or 9 max.
Okay.
Minimum 8, because I've lived where I live now for 8 years, and I lived there on Century and where the train tracks are in
Yeah.
Holladale.
Oh, exactly in Holliday, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Damn. Not Southgate,
No,
but
no, no.
Holliday.
On Century, you know where?
Yeah. No,
Where
I
the
know
roundabout
exactly.
is.
Yep.
Pete's Burgers. We already
Oh
talked about this last
shit.
time we were there.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Not Downey Pete's, Holladale Pete's.
Holliday.
Right across from the old school Harley dealership
Bro, it's
or
not
whatever the fuck it
it's
is
not
now.
anymore. I think it's like a furniture store now.
And then there was a pizza place across the street from Pete's, not across on the Harley, but across into the plaza where the liquor store
Yeah.
is. That Geo's maybe.
I've never
That shit
I've
was
never had
fire,
it. No.
fire tuna sandwiches,
Yeah?
crazy deli shit.
Is there like so there's like a liquor store right now they have like a can collecting
All the
spot?
way on the end of the other part of the
Oh, okay,
plaza
yeah.
was the
I know
pizza.
exactly what you're talking about
What about P Dogs?
then. Oh shit, P Dogs was
And not to be
short-lived.
confused with him smoking P Dogs.
Short-lived. I think it's a marisco spot now. And across from there there's
What about
Zavalas.
what about legendary Zavalas,
Bro,
the taqueria, not the restaurant?
which apparently used to be like a very popular mom and pop breakfast spot for a lot of like gringuitos back in the day.
I feel it.
But whenever we pulled up in a Paramount, like I remember, we would just say Paramount, but right there in Hollydale, It was it's called Daniels or something. I don't know, but Zavala's hits, bro. Definitely check it out.
Zavala's, the taqueria, a couple doors down,
Oh,
has
that's right. They had the taqueria too.
the fattest tacos I've ever had.
Big ass burritos. Not the biggest. No, it's not.
Now, you know, no, it's not the biggest, but they're amazing. That food is actually great.
It's really good. It's good ass food. I like the salsa. The meat's just
I
fucking
gotta
tasty.
go.
Pull through next time, man. Next
You,
time we're shooting.
you know whose shop is generally close to that area? Fucking Jimmy Humilde, if you know who Jimmy is.
I just found out about Jimmy, and I followed him too actually, because he's a very well connected guy.
That's an understatement, but yeah.
Yeah, no, no, for sure. Yeah,
He's the man.
he's the man.
Talk to me about growing up in the rough streets of Holladale.
Holidale. Well, shit, man. My parents had separated. We moved over to Paramount area. I went to Hollydale Middle School.
Fire. I don't know where that is.
It's literally down Century, like in a
Oh,
like you know where
towards the park.
towards the park where all the caballos
I
are.
know exactly where now.
Yeah, so there, and it was cool, man. I was like, I jumped in seventh grade there. Fucking hated it, you know. I was like, I don't know these people. I want to go back to, Wilmington. I didn't even have any friends in Wilmington like that,
You had friends, but you're a fucking kid. I get it.
But you're younger, yeah. So it was just kind of more defining whenever I went over this way towards, Holydale area. Met some good friends that are like still in my life today.
Awesome.
So I mean, it's been cool, bro. It's been very chill, That's where I kind of started I would always bike from there to Paramount High School,
Mm-hmm.
walk.
Not that far.
Nobody.
Could be worse.
Could be worse for sure.
You know what? It is kind of far, but it's not.
It was like a 40-minute, 45-minute walk, bro.
Because the high school's right next to the drive-in, the old school. Oh no, the movie theater, right?
Bianchi, yeah. You're talking about Bianchi
Mhm.
Theater? Okay, so that's West Campus, and then on the other side is the actual high school. So they separated ninth grade with all the sophomores, juniors,
Oh
and seniors.
shit.
Yeah. So that's one side, and you go all
Other
the way to
side,
the other.
closer
Yeah.
to the police department, maybe. Or
Yeah,
that's too far.
that's too far, but you're getting it. It's
I get the general idea.
there used to be a McDonald's there. There used to be right now I think it's a Starbucks.
The McDonald's wasn't that on Lakewood and Rosecrans?
That's another one. Bro,
Ah.
there's like three fucking McDonald's just adjacent from each other and shit. It's fucking.
And funny enough, one of my buddies just moved into the new. Well, I don't know when the last time he was there. They built new condos where the El Pollo Loco was, across the street from it.
Yeah, I haven't been to that area in a minute.
One of my buddies lives there. Cool. Trying to make it look like downtownish. Call it Downey right there, even though
Yeah.
it's still definitely Southgate.
For sure. Yeah, man.
What did your friends think when they first saw you pop out with the videos and the camera and shit? Were they supportive? Did they clown?
Probably family did more of the clowning, but the
That's cool.
homies were very supportive.
They're like, that's right, fool. You got something right there.
Yeah. Well, a lot of my homies like
YouTube
were,
was still new.
yeah, bro. But
YouTube was new when you were doing when you first started.
so here's the difference.
Maybe not new, but new to us.
For sure, for sure. Me and my homies were already making home videos. Like we were like theater kids in high school, bro.
Mm-hmm.
We were creating our own shit. We were filming shit with my boy PD Flow and Timothy Delaguero, and we would shoot shit, and we thought it was like just hilarious. In the middle of like lunchtime at our high school, we'd like hand out flyers and be like, "Yo, we're gonna be at the Little Theater showing off our little Halloween film we did," and people would show up, and so that really built a foundation of like confidence, being like,
That's
"Oh, okay,
fire.
we're creatives, like this is dope." And when YouTube came along, bro, we're like, "Oh, we could post our shit like on a website."
Fire.
And so when things were like taking off, we're like, "Bro, this shit just got 500 views.
Haha.
Like this is something." And we started seeing comments, and then like, my boy Tim was doing his rap thing. My boy Peter was doing his like editing, like special effects thing, and I was like, "Damn, what am I gonna do?" Like, so that's when I started pulling out like different characters, and I did like the Cholo shit, like I was like, okay, cool, this is popping off. I did like, your Mexican ifs, and that's when I was realizing like, damn, other people relate to this,
Absolutely.
because I'm gonna just post things that I think are funny, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh, my mom puts the pots and pans in the oven, and other people are like, ah, bro, same. I'm like, you don't ever touch your mom's prince's house. Bro, same. So like I was like, oh shit, it's becoming this community of people that like almost feel like they're having the same life experiences as you. And I'm like, This is beautiful. I love it. And that's just kind of where it grew up. Like it grew there from there. So, what was your question?
I don't know. I just got lost in the relatableness of it all. Before we carry on, I'd like to shout out some of our sponsors. Shout out to Shaka Wear. Got on these wonderful joggers. This is great thermal. Make sure you guys check out all your essential streetwear at shakawear.com. You wear Shaka?
I don't.
Are you familiar?
I'm not.
Disrespectful.
The disrespect. Let me see it.
I'm cutting it out. It's just Shaka.
Pretty
You
sure
would
if I saw it, like, is there a logo?
Shaka. Look to your left. There's a Shaka sticker on the wood box that holds some stuff next to the La Parka mask.
Oh,
Shaka. Yeah, Shaka.
Speaking of which, I got you a gift.
What do you got? Is it more chili? Pause.
I don't know. My jefita packed it before.
With love. Oh, sick asshole. Haha.
It's a little wrinkly.
The legendary. So whenever I go on adventures, you know who I am, eh?
There you go.
Cholo. That's tight.
It's tight. It's tight. It's tight.
I have a gift for you as well, but we'll take it off the shelf when the episode's over. Haha.
Got an extra shirt there for your homie.
I saw it.
There was a tortilla de harina in there, dude, with jamon
Haha.
and my jefita pack, but I ate it. I got hungry.
Haha. You gave me the hot one again, fool.
But you didn't have the honey one. That's the one.
Okay, the honey one is probably
It's called
better.
the sweet fool. Yeah.
The sweet fool.
The OG fool, sweet fool, and the down is fool.
Speaking of honey, I don't know if when you were looking on that shelf right there, you saw something called royal honey. Are you familiar with honey packs?
Honey packs? No.
Oh, you don't know. Well, I definitely got you some product for your next content creation day.
Good.
Do you ever get like mentally stressed, from all the vicious legendary content creating that you do, and your girl's in the mood and you're just kind of like, if you ever felt that way, if you ever do, if in case you never have, just know that you're going to have a box of royalty honey. Take a honey pack with your tea.
Are we doing a commercial right now?
Do you like that?
Yeah, this is nice.
Just take the honey pack and your lady is going to be like,
Mm-hmm.
she's probably, yeah, exactly. She's probably going to be disappointed if you don't take it all the time. Unless you just got it anyway. I don't know.
Nice.
I'll definitely give you a
home
fresh
cooked
box. Yep. One that's still saran wrapped and hasn't been tampered with.
Oh, okay, yeah, definitely.
Yep. Do you smoke by any chance?
I don't.
That's good. But if you ever did, make sure you smoke Killer Kush. Shout out to all shout out to all my sponsors.
God damn.
That was fire. It's just 3.
Good shit.
I have to. Fucking Red Bull. Hey, talk to me about drinking Red Bull because I have an issue with caffeine and getting pumped up. Like I have anxiety, so I feel like if I drink that, I'm
honestly, it developed when I was editing videos.
Cause you got to stay up.
I gotta bro. Once I clear about 3 or 4 of these.
Whoa, that's highly unhealthy, fool.
Yeah.
And you're still down. When was the last time you
down
got
as full? Thehouseful.com. Get your chili oil.
Yeah. Shoot that shit.
Thehouseful.com. Get your chili oil. Sock meters in the back.
What
spice levels? Yeah, Red Bull. I used to date a girl and she used to drive around in the little Red Bull carrito.
So you had them on deck.
Like they had them like that.
Mm-hmm.
And
for free car.
Yeah. It's like a little. I forgot what the car was.
It's a thing.
The minis. And so she would she had a quota to drop off a certain amount, like to hand them out. And so sometimes she's like, hey, babe, I'm gonna just drop these off on your front door. I'm like, yeah, say less. And I didn't care for them, I had the regular and then I had the sugar free and I was like, ooh, the sugar free. And it's good, bro. You have them in the morning, you get your shit out and then you get your shit done.
Are you addicted?
Nah.
Fuck yeah, you are.
Yeah.
This fool said he wakes up to one. What time is it right now?
I chain drink.
Oh, this is your lunch one. This is your lunch one.
This is my lunch one. Yeah.
That's crazy. I couldn't. I'd be scared.
I do tone it down though. I'm not
Cap.
always like
When was the last time?
serio, bro. I'm getting older, bro. I'm not gonna.
When was the last time you had a physical?
Maybe. Damn, a little personal, but last month.
Oh, that's good. So your blood work came back
Everything's
cool.
fine. Yeah.
Oh, you're
I
great.
exercise a lot too.
I could learn a thing or two from you. I've
I
been
do
falling
a
off.
couple burpees.
Okay, so I just started my. Are you following me? You just made that joke. Just I started.
Burpees are great, bro. What are you talking about?
No, I
That's a
started
good.
doing burpees again. I usually save that for
Hell
jail
yeah.
purposes, but I realized. Are you familiar with Big Boy from Strength Cartel? The big buff ass fool from Orange County, San Clemente.
No,
Really? I'm sure if you saw him, you'd
I
recognize
think
him.
so too. Yeah.
The biggest, buffest Mexican fool there ever was. Um,
Is he? Oh, and he's all tatted up too, huh?
exactly.
Okay, then I think I definitely have seen him. Yeah.
So I'm very cool with him, and he just started a training program, and I'm gonna be his best testimonial ever. But he does a thing where he does
Hell yeah,
burpees
bro.
every day, and I've been not buff, but I've been at least. I'll if I thin out, I'll be your build. I don't get like yoked like he does. I lean out and have lean muscle like you. So yeah, I started doing burpees, and that shit's vicious.
I think it's super essential. You get your whole body moving. You get
Hey,
up, you start.
your whole fucking body is sore. Definitely, if you're
Yeah.
not used to it, it's
Mhm.
vicious.
Do you run? Do you like to run at all?
I would rather do the stairmaster personally.
Stairmaster's cool. You get to.
Get my glutes up.
Yep, yep, yep. But I would prove it later, fool.
Pause.
Right? And then, yeah. I definitely go for a little run. I like runs, and you don't have to do something crazy. Just run around the block for a little bit. Put some
I
good
have a
music on.
UFC. You know how UFC. You know how the gyms sometimes liquidate all their shit to get in the new shit.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I have a badass treadmill from UFC, so
Damn, fool.
I occasionally get on it.
Let me borrow it.
It'd be very difficult for you to borrow, but you could come over anytime
All right.
and borrow it there.
He said it. Just go outside, bro.
You can hop
some.
off of a treadmill. You cannot hop off of a run or hike.
I think it's just nice to be out there, get some vitamin D, feel the wind, the breeze. It's just different, bro. I feel like,
In our areas where we live now, which I won't disclose, I could probably go for a cool little jog.
yeah.
I wouldn't go for a jog in our former areas
No, no,
though.
no, no, no,
I mean, maybe, but not looking like us. Maybe like you, but definitely not like me.
no. You just, gotta make sure you know what you're putting on, I guess.
Haha. Red and
Some
blue just to
reflective
be
shit.
safe.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Really safe.
Stupid, huh? Look at you with that Red
So
Bull.
confused, don't we, or very patriotic.
You're at the right place right now, brother. Let me tell you. So your stepdads inspired you for Cholo Adventures.
Yeah.
That's vicious to say now that I said it, and I heard myself say it.
I mean, it's.
Drummer.
How did you decide to include your homie?
Oh yeah, 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 yeah,
And then we'll get to the girls.
yeah. That fool. What girls? What are you talking about? Only
The
have one in my
girls.
life. Yeah, the homie I met him in high school. My homie Sleepy, and I remember, yeah, world history class, and I remember this new kid came out of nowhere, and bro, I had all the fine nuts in that class, like looking at me and
The
talking to me,
fine ass, the fine
all
ass
these
high
fine
nuts.
fine high nuts, and they were always like,
Mm.
so like, they're like, oh, love Latinas. This fool comes in out of nowhere, starts stealing all my shit, like these girls like, oh, what do you think about the new guy? I'm like, think about the new guy.
FOG.
I was like, the fuck? And this dude was like a little suave, when he shakes hands with the girls, he puts another hand on top of it, and he squints his eyes and he's like, "How are you? ¿Cómo estás?" I was like, "Oh, you mother." And so we had theater class together too, and we did like a skit. We had like some improv shit, and I had a moment where I was like, "Hey man, you funny." He goes, "You too." All right, and that was it. Like from there, it just kind of like we didn't really do much about it. We kind of would just see each other. But I had his number, and when I started doing like a lot of the cholo shit, like the videos at the beginning, I had an idea for one. I'm like, oh, I want to do one where it's like cholos fight, how cholos fight. And so I hit him up, my boy, Alex. I hit him up, and I was like, bro, I got this idea. I think it'd be good. I transform you into a cholo, and then we just do like, different like Street Fighter type names. We can come up with some bullshit. And so he was like, I'm down, homie. Let me know. And so he just pulled up, and we were in my mom's backyard where we shot like most of our shit. And yeah, man. After that, people just like they loved it. They loved the way we vibed with each other. Um, and that's where it like grew from there. I remember telling him like, bro, let's make this like episodic. Like I want to do another one. And at the beginning it was called just the Cholos.
Episodic.
Episodic.
I like it.
I think
That's
I remember thinking like, cool,
great.
this is tight. And so we had shot like two or three of them already. And we even we even did one with like cholas and we played each other's girlfriends.
Oh, I recall.
You recall Sleepy Bitch and Eeego. And then bro, like from there, I remember one night just like staring at the videos, looking at the videos and being very proud that we hit like 5,000 views on them. And I'm like,
Fire.
yeah. And so I was like, the names the Cholos isn't enough. And I remember just thinking like, I was being playful. I was like, what if it's like the adventures of the Cholos? Or like a Cholo Adventures.
Boom.
And I
Available.
left it. I left it. I still wasn't like super
Sold
crazy
on
about
it.
it, but I was
Hmm.
like, I left it. I remember my brother and like family members, calling me like, "Hey, I like the title that you put for that. That should be your thing." I'm like, "Cool." And that was it.
The rest is history.
The rest is history. Fool.
And the other side,
Yeah, I'm thinking of hug.
make it both feel minty as the other side.
Yeah, fool. That way, whenever we hug later, fool, and you're like, "Damn, this fool smells good."
It's probably gonna smell like your breath, Wayne.
Probably.
I'm not mad at it.
Or Red Bull, a minty Red Bull.
I respect it.
You respect it. I respect it. But yeah, man, that's kind of how it happened. And I met my homie Sleepy, and since then, man, we've just been kind of just creating a bunch of content, and
So
we
the
slowed down a
girl,
lot because we had kids. What up?
the girls were never your girlfriends.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Oh, they were.
So some of them, yeah, a lot of them were
Some,
just kind of some homegirls.
because they did get swapped out sometimes.
Some would get swapped out. Yeah. What happened? We don't know. Find out on the next adventures
I'm trying to think of when the partner program began.
on YouTube. 2000,
10? No, a little bit before,
like
maybe.
11 or 12.
Really?
Yeah, 11 or 12. And
I don't remember what the criteria was, but I was so happy the first time I got a real Google check. I thought it was the shit.
yeah, bro.
Because those were Google checks. I mean, they still are Google
How
checks.
cool would it look like to receive that shit in the mail and you're showing your mom like, see, I am doing something. You open it up and she's like, oh, well, like it's $1,100. Yeah.
Back then, that was all right.
Yeah.
10 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, it's
Right now it's just
dinner for a couple of days.
maybe half a gallon of gas. But I feel like right now there's just a lot more creators, a lot more people doing things. And
Is
right now what's popping off too is podcasts, I feel.
is your catalog still hitting? When I say catalog, I just mean your body of work. Is it still
Not as
generating?
much. That's why I'm more on like Instagram right now or the TikToks, with the skits.
TikTok primarily, I'm assuming, because Instagram isn't really paying, is it? It fell off. The real bonus.
Yes.
I only get real bonus. You obviously have a significant more amount of followers than I do, but
Yeah, I don't get the bonus anymore.
that
They
sucks.
cut that out. Yeah.
And they stopped the Facebook monetization as well, right?
I don't know.
You
I
never
I
did.
know.
You
No,
never
no,
did
no.
the Facebook.
I'm still getting paid off of Facebook, but not as crazy as
I heard.
other people that I know.
I was gonna say I heard Facebook was the one.
No, people hype up Facebook like, bro, you really got. But you just gotta like do this whole checklist of shit. You gotta go live every so often. You gotta do this. You gotta call your mom for permission. I have no idea. I'm just like, man, it's too much.
How's TikTok treating you?
Cool.
How long have you been on TikTok since its inception?
Since no, like you mean musically? That's the inception. No, I don't know, man. 2, 3 years.
Really? I just started becoming active. Okay, so I started TikTok a year ago, around 4th of July. This is gonna sound messed up, but my neighbor blew his arm off, literally,
Mm.
literally, and I got ring footage of it all. And I thought I was gonna go viral because I have a 4th of July safety video.
Fuck.
Boy, did I not understand the terms of service.
Yeah. So you were.
So yeah, so that I posted that video, it got 500 views like in 2 minutes, and then they were like, "Yeah, no." And I was like, "Damn!" And one of my homies, who's super into TikTok, was like, "Abandon that shit. Just abandon your TikTok. Just consider yourself shadow banned for life on that account." And I was like, and I never posted it on again.
Yeah.
Well, I never started a new one. I deleted that video off of my page, and now I began reposting last week.
Yeah. Good.
Got
Live
a
and
hundred.
learn.
Got a
No
hundred.
more. No more blown up arms. Like don't do that again.
Now I just ask ridiculous questions on podcasts and post them and see what happens.
Just get the funny stuff, bro. The put in reverse Terry type shit, bro.
I asked Gabriel Iglesias about groupies, and that got like almost 100K.
Okay. I gotta watch that.
You'll follow me someday. I'm not worried.
I follow you for yesterday. Come on.
What what has been some successes, or what's the most viral video you have on TikTok?
On TikTok, I did
You have COVID?
probably
Fire.
like the worst kind. The pull that shit up right now. It's probably one of me as a cholo,
Fire.
believe it or not.
What other characters do you have that have been successful other than the Cholos?
The You're Mexican F, or if there's TNA, hella TNA.
On TikTok?
Yeah.
No.
He's
He's like, oh yeah.
I did I did like a Bruno Mars. What you doing? Where you at? And then it was just like a facial expression, and then the caption is just like, when what the fuck is it? Calling my mom to babysit. Calling my mom to babysit after years of asking for grandbabies.
Millions of views?
Yeah, that one did 8. And then the Cholo Housewives do really good. Which is
Cholo Housewives.
I started doing a Cholo Housewives with shout out to Alberto Portillo. We started doing these together, and then I'd get my homegirl Kiaribel on them, and she's super cool. And she's really pretty. So a lot of people really like to, like, oh wow, where'd you get that girl, blah blah blah. But like they also
Whatever.
see how funny it is.
Whatever their engagement is, who cares?
It works. Yeah, it's like a domesticated cholo that is a reform, but he's down for his hyena, just cooking and cleaning and
A lot of people say I'm supposedly funny, but I just see myself being sarcastic. I don't know if I could do skits. I mean, I'm sure anyone could do a skit, but I mean, I think your characters that you do, or especially their main ones, are like genius.
Thanks, bro.
Have you ever gotten hit up by like actual cholos and been like, "Hey, homie, you're appropriating cholo culture"?
Online, yeah, but in person, I've gotten like,
No one's ever pressed you and be like, "Hey,
nah.
homie, how come you're not a cholo now?"
I'll tell you what, like I've had moments where I felt like I'm about to get pressed or something, and I always talk about this one because it's a common question, but I was at the mall, like Cerritos Mall, and some fool he's tatted up, and yeah, he walked right past me and he was just like, Eeego, and I'm like, oh fuck. And he's just like, you that fool that does some cholo videos, huh? I was like, I think I should lie to this fool. But I mean, eventually I was like, yeah, bro. Hey, well, keep it up for the raza, bro. I see what you're doing, bro. Like, you're not like making fun of us and shit. I was like, yeah. Yeah. So it was cool. It definitely felt like, okay, cool. Like whatever direction I'm going in
It's not bad.
it's comedic, you know what I mean? And at the same time, it's just kind of just doing something for the raza where it's like everybody can understand, connect, knows a homie like.
So, other than that close encounter of the 13th kind, what what other backlash have you faced from your skits in general, if any? If any?
Not, I mean, other than like, the You're Mexican If videos, a lot of people are like, wow, this is keeping our people down. Like, oh my God, wow. And I'm like, for posting stuff that like I grew up with or I feel like it's relatable, So
The
I just
pans
think
in the
other people
oven.
get upset.
I don't even live with my parents. I haven't lived with my parents for 20 years.
Hmm.
I still put my pots and pans in the oven, G.
Same.
It just is what it is. I don't
Mhm.
care if it's who cares what the build of the stove is. Just where this is where the shit goes.
Yeah, man. If you're running out of shampoo, you're gonna put some more water in that shit and shake it.
Facts. I do that. I'm bald, right? Typical cholo. But for my hand soap, I do that occasionally. And then
Yeah.
my wife will be like, "But we shop at Costco, and you have infinite jugs underneath the sink."
And now we got more.
Yeah.
We're efficient,
That's
bro. We're
right.
resourceful, I think that's just how it works, You're not gonna get the fruity pebbles or the cocoa pebbles. You can get the fruity, the dino bites, cocoa dino bites. You get more.
Facts.
So I don't know.
When did you decide that you were gonna take your show on the road with the comedy shit?
Recently, yeah, recently, bro, because we would do live shows. Me and my homie Sleepy and Jen CJ. She played Sleepy Mom,
Mhm.
and we would do like colleges. We'd randomly like our biggest show was maybe like 1,500 people, and this was back in like 2014, 13.
Fire.
We did one in Dallas, Houston, El Paso, or San Antonio. Sorry. And so I just remember like, oh man, we're doing something here. This is great. And then we just stopped. We just stopped. We never really did anything else with it. And so I've always kind of had like that confidence, like, oh, okay, maybe I can just kind of pop up on stage and this will work out. And then after that, it was just like, oh, maybe let me stop playing a character. Let me just kind of go up and see if I'm funny if I make jokes. And so I recently did the Laugh Factory in West Covina, and I was able to do that with my boy PD Flow and some other friends, and it did great, man. So now I'm like, let me keep doing this.
Have you bombed yet?
No.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So you every time you've gotten crowd reaction, you haven't gotten the silent treatment.
No, no. And I think the more silence, the better. It kind of makes you just think off your toes and react to shit in the moment. Everyone gets to experience the same thing at the same time. You
What sort of comedy do you do?
know? It's very like right now. It's just kind of like about my life, my wife, my kids,
Hmm.
becoming a dad.
Relatable shit.
Relatable shit.
I guess it all has to be relatable.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense. Me kind of opening up about like one of my bits is I play this cholo, this tough ass cholo online, but in real life, I'm kind of a bitch. So I kind of open up with some of that. I'm just like, yeah, fool, I'm the type of person at a club, where like someone bumps into me, I'm apologizing, like, oh, sorry for existing, like there's just little things like, get you guys a shot, yeah, put it on their tab, so it's just little things that I find humorous because, we can all have this like, is energy to us, but sometimes I feel like, like especially for me, like I'm a
Humility
lover.
is best, personally.
Yeah, I'm a little lover fool, not a fighter.
I like it.
Yeah, man.
In this space, especially in the food community space, uh, it's a thin line between humility and being a bitch.
Yeah,
Unfortunately, even if you're just, even if you're not taking, some people be like, "Hey, if we gotta take yourself more serious, like why?"
yeah,
It's not that
it's
serious.
not.
We all know what we're personally capable of, et cetera, et cetera. There's no need to.
But I think that comes with age, right?
I also
With
feel that.
age comes wisdom and little things that you see. I can watch my old videos, 10 years from now, and I cringe a little bit. But that's me. Other people like, bro, that's my childhood, da da da. I'm like, for me, I'm like, I'm just critiquing the shit out of myself. I'm
Of
like,
course, you're at a different space now.
how was I thinking? Like, bro, like I wanted, like once I started getting some attention, like I wanted more, and now like I've taken like a backseat, kind of like, if it happens, it happens.
When was the last time you made a new Cholo Adventures episode?
2018. And I left it off on a cliffhanger where it was I had said something too. I was just like, this is gonna be the last Cholo Adventures. I think you guys actually posted it.
I
The
bet.
food community was like, Super Eagle just came out saying he's gonna come out with the last Cholo Adventures. And that's when I started looking like, oh, you guys are like the food news like out here, like the community news, like that's cool.
Facts.
And so we're actually finishing that last Cholo Adventures starting Saturday. We're filming this Saturday.
I was gonna hit you with which I'm sure you've thought of in your cholo ass mind. Why don't you do a veteranos adventures or a veterano type segment?
We can definitely do that.
Because you're getting older, camarada.
Thank you, bro. I thought no one was gonna notice.
Now the bandana
Uh,
hides the forehead wrinkles.
I
You're
know, right?
good.
Just have Botox ready. Shit. Nah, bro. I mean, it could definitely have some levels to it, or even a lot of people get excited because they
I
know
think
that Alex and I have kids now. So they're like,
utilize that. Fuck being a
bro,
grandpa.
the next generation of Cholo Adventures, blah blah blah. And I'm like, word?
Trying to go be a cholo with your kid.
I know, right?
I'm sure the possibilities could be endless.
Yeah, we can definitely have a lot of fun, but we're gonna end it off with this.
Also, you are wrapping it up. Fuck all that.
We're wrapping it up, but I mean, you'll have to watch to see
Yeah,
how
I
we
think
end
it
it,
happens.
if
Yeah,
it's open ended or not, or
I would.
cliffhanger.
For monetization purposes, I highly advise you to leave it open-ended.
100%. But we'll see, man, because I feel like skits don't hit as much on YouTube anymore, you know? But
Take it to
we're
TikTok.
gonna do it. Yep. We'll piece it up. 28 videos, you know?
Cholo Adventures. That's some legendary shit, fool. Let me ask you something. I don't know if anyone's ever asked you this. Do you think Lil Moco's character is based off of you?
No. And shout outs to Lil Moco. I love that dude.
And I don't mean it in any stupid ass way. I'm being
No,
serious.
no. I mean, I've seen the comments. Those.
Oh, I've never seen those
You know what I mean?
comments. I'm being
Oh,
honest.
okay, yeah.
No. I'm being dead honest.
Yeah. No, I don't think so. I mean, I think he probably was like, oh,
I thought I had an
Cholo
original
character. He's like, but I have my own twist on it, and I'm glad he came into the scene.
I thought I had an original idea right now. I was
No,
like,
no.
what if?
Yeah.
No.
I mean, dude, yeah. A lot of people are like, hey, bro, this is other like Cholo guy.
Maybe it's just bandana placement.
Yeah, maybe. You know, but he's fucking funny, bro.
That shit was funny for a
He's
while.
good with his music too. Like he's a talented like rapper.
I haven't personally followed him lately.
Yeah.
Only because doing this shit is highly time consuming, but there was a moment in time where I thought he was the best shit ever.
Bro, he's
He
fucking
replaced
tight.
you in my heart. I'm not gonna lie. I'm just.
It's
Nah, it's different.
right. Now, you know what's funny is we actually collaborated on a video.
Where is that?
We never posted it, bro.
No,
Me and Moco.
you fools are stupid.
No. Listen. Well, I mean, maybe. But this is what had happened. I pitched an idea to him. I was like, bro, what if we did a Street Fighter type video, you and I? And we shot it.
Mario and Wario.
Mario versus, yeah. So we shot it. And I remember, like, you know, once it was in post and I was showing him clips and, you know, he calls me up. And bro, what's funny about Matt is like his voice is almost exactly as.
No, it is.
He's like, hey, Eric, hey, fool, I don't know if I feel like we really need to give him something a lot better. And I was like, shit. I kept watching it over and over, and I was like, but this is kind of funny. This works. And he's like, I don't know if we'll like, you know, for our first collab, it should be like big.
The one.
And I think like, you know, that alone, I was like, you know what, he's got a point. Yeah. So.
If you were to, do you still have possession of that files?
Yeah, it's in a vault somewhere.
I'm not mad at it. I respect it. I would
I respect it.
You like that? I would definitely drop that shit for nostalgic purposes, and I promise you, you're gonna do M's.
Oh, bro, I got a bunch of videos and unseen Cholo Adventures that even me and Alex were like, nah, that shit was weak. That I could just compile one day.
I would suggest dropping the Lil Moco one immediately.
Yeah.
Look out for that one.
Look out for that, bro. Look out for that.
That shit's gonna hit. Just based off nostalgia alone.
Yeah.
Just the fact that you two fools, there's a lot of components there. Talking about G. You got the
I'll look at
files.
it again and be like, you know what? Fuck it.
Just drop it on TikTok and give him his little cut.
Right?
Unless he's not entitled to one, even better. Honestly, I'm gonna send you this clip right now where you just stared off into space and ding, ding, ding.
You're gonna play with the edit?
No, I'm not down.
Yeah.
That's great. So, what do you think about the entertainment industry as a whole?
What we were talking about earlier about like getting older, you know, maturing a little bit here and there. When I was younger, I was like very hungry for like, the attention and whatnot.
No, it's the money.
And now, now it's the money. And you're like, fuck, I gotta go back to the attention. But it's, I don't care for it as much. Like when I was younger, bro, like I was doing auditions. I was out there like,
You're trying to get it.
I was trying to get it, bro. And I was quickly learning like, people don't Hispanics. People don't fuck with Mexicans. You know, and this was like early, bro.
Years ago. If you're not a background blur, you're not making the cut.
Like, bro, I was in Fast and Furious. What? Yeah, I was in the crowd. It just it didn't pop off for us like that because I don't think a lot of people saw the potential that we have or hold. So that's when I turned to YouTube. And I remember thinking like, what the fuck do I need to be in movies for if I could just kind of create my own world here? You know, it's not high production shit. I don't care. I like the way it looks. And so
It hits
for a lot of the supporters.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, the first time I did like a nice video that was highly produced, they were like, this is cool and all, Eeego, but like,
We need the regular shit.
Yeah, just go back to like your mom's backyard, bro. Like what the fuck, you know? I did the Way You Make Me Feel music video, like a Michael Jackson tribute, and people really liked it. It got some like new audiences, and but at the same time, you know, like there was some people like, it's a little too produced for me, fool. And I was like, all right, but it did good.
That's crazy, huh?
Yeah, man.
To think that you went out of your way to try to make shit better, and they're like, yeah, this shit's too better, G.
I mean, I'm still happy that I did it because I want to challenge myself and I want to challenge the audience too, you know, because I didn't only do that stuff. I started doing other videos, you know, other things that I thought like, oh, this will be funny. Because I think that,
I feel it.
yeah, I respect it.
What's your subscriber count on YouTube?
Somewhere around 3 mil, 3.4.8 mil.
That's fire.
Yeah, it's cool, but it don't mean shit now, you know. Like I feel like the reason I say this because like the views are not the same. YouTube kind of like was like, well, you haven't been posting, so we're not gonna send it to all your subscribers. Fuck.
Kind of crazy.
Yeah, analytics and your volume and on posting, you know,
Let's take a
affects you now.
gander real quick right here.
LILMOCO.
It didn't take much to get to your channel. Let's see here. Oh shit. I feel your pain, brother.
Oh, looking at the recent.
The last two? It's because you switched up the format, fool.
I switched up the format, but also I haven't. It was an easy, quick format. It was like, let me review videos now.
Oh, you get bread too because I see you got the SM7Bs. Those are pricey. This is the little bro.
Yes.
This is the little fool. Nah, this is cool. You made
Cool, man.
you made a couple $1,000.
No, that brand deal money is the only thing, you know, helping keep afloat. And now stand up.
Brand deals. Shout out to fucking Shaka Wear for all your essential streetwear.
Or any side business deals that you may be starting, right? Like chili oil, thehousefood.com.
Housefood.com. You know what? When we went to the comedy event,
Pico?
Pico Sports Arena, I saw House Food and I was like, what the is that? And they didn't have the oil on display yet or anything. They were just setting up the canopy.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I was like, I wonder if they know I'm the top food. Obviously, next to you, I'm not the top food. But when I walk alone, I am. Right? So I was like, House Food, I wonder what it is. So I go in. We're right there chilling. You magically appear. Obviously, we're there with Paul and whomever else. You know what I mean? And you whipped out the chili oil. I somehow thought I was gonna take the chile. Well, pause.
Oh, you came up on stage. That's right. We asked people to come up and
I feel like you gave that girl the honey barbecue sauce, and I got the downest food one.
I don't know.
Hey, food, that shit was vicious.
It's hot, bro. It's
I
called the
eat
downest-
chili.
yeah.
I literally eat chili every single meal except like cereal, right? Like, let's be real. And I take habanero, salsa, well,
Yeah.
all that bullshit. Nah, G. That
But when
shit
it's in an
slaps.
oil base, bro, it like
It's
really
different.
enhances the chiles in there. You know what I mean? So
I'm gonna have pozole in a couple of days. I'm gonna definitely try your oil in the pozole.
spill that shit in there, bro.
My homegirl, who's married to my homeboy that lives where you live, she makes amazing chiles and salsas. I don't know why I'm telling you this, but if you put more than a spoonful,
Yeah.
you're gonna be devastated.
Yeah.
I'm telling
gotta
you
be
guys
careful,
right
bro.
now, if you go to housefood.com and you think you're down,
You're down as fool. We can
and
start a whole challenge too for it. So
let's start it here. What better
you're
place?
crazy, fool. I'm down. You got any?
I'm not doing
Chicken?
that shit right now. No. I didn't mean a challenge between me and you. I mean like for the viewers.
Yeah, we'll do it. We'll do it.
We'll figure it out.
Let's make it happen.
Anyways.
Yeah, it's like a salsa matcha. You know, in Mexico they call it salsa matcha, and you know, we got it in a jar now, and
That shit is hot.
yeah, we got something a little sweeter, fool. It's called the sweet fool. It's got some honey in there.
Sweet ass fools.
Sweet ass fool, and then the OG fool, where you wanna, you know, more in the middle.
Hey, you want to know what, fool? I noticed one thing. Speaking of sweet fools,
Yeah.
you use the word faggot real nonchalantly, fool.
In the older videos,
Just keep in mind I'm cutting this
You're
word
cutting
out.
this out, yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
but I mean, if you could read lips,
He's gonna store all this shit. He's like, one day, it's not paying me enough, huh?
I just remember that I was looking at some of the earlier skits and you were like, hey,
After every
fool,
sentence.
that shit was fire. And I speak like that regularly. Like to us, that's a normal word. It's
Yeah.
light.
I think, yeah.
I'm like, what's up? You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
I feel bad. Well, I don't feel bad
Yeah.
saying it, but I feel like I'll get canceled for saying it now.
Mhm.
What do you think about cancel culture?
Oh
Have they ever made an attempt on you?
no. But
Lucky.
I think it's toxic, bro. Like I think it comes back around. Didn't Dave Chappelle say something about it? You know, like where it's just if people start attacking and then other people start hopping on this, like, oh, did you see what they did? Cancel. You know, like so it's like everybody fucks up, bro.
Facts.
Everybody fucks up. Give somebody the opportunity to learn and grow from it. But if you just one time you did bump, God, you know, it's like, damn.
Obviously, if it's a heinous offense, then off with your head. But if it's just some bullshit,
For sure. You know, God only knows, you know, like the shit that people just straight up got away with back then.
oh, back then it's fire. Now it's
It's fire. And you're
awesome.
fired. Yeah, bro.
Nah, back then was cool. Like I saw you say it, and then I looked in the comments. I didn't see not one word.
Yeah.
Not one.
Yeah.
Hey, maybe you should be a little bit more sensitive.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like,
Well, you know,
ooh,
'cause I
fucking
feel like
fag.
I feel like our community is dope, bro. Our community is like just really dope, and we're very honest people.
Chicanos and Latino community are pretty
Like we're
dope.
honest.
But the
fucking people.
Latinx community will cancel your shit.
Yeah.
Go look at his earlier videos.
Come after this fool. 2005 to 2011. No, but you know what's crazy, bro? Speaking of that F word, it's on Netflix.
As
Watch
what?
40-Year-Old Virgin. Watch some other Seth Rogen movies. Like those movies, they
they're
still
down.
leave them in there, bro.
Nah, they're down.
So it's like,
But keep in mind, Seth is Jewish, so he could get away with that shit
why? Because he knows everybody?
because they run the world.
Yeah, well, yeah.
I respect it.
Respect it.
Yeah.
Respect.
I'm not gonna ask. We're not gonna go down that alley.
No, we don't need to.
Which I could have.
Oh, we can.
I don't want to.
Yeah.
I'm not down. I don't have enough knowledge on the current events.
Right. And
Are you into that? Don't go too deep. I'm just asking if you're into that sort of stuff.
I have an ear for things. You know, you hear some stuff.
He's like, you mean world news?
You know, world like political. Well, where do we start? 1976. Nah.
Fire. Good choice.
Fire.
Good choice.
Just like just static. Yeah.
What so what's next for you?
I mean, I want to go hard on the kind of the stand-up shit. You know, I'm selling chili oil, which I stand behind it. We're looking to get in.
Is it moving
stores.
a little bit?
Yeah, bro.
I like that.
Yeah.
He's
No,
like, yeah. If 1% of your demo buys it, you're doing good that month.
Yeah, no, bro.
You're doing great.
We're talking to different locations to get it in stores, a store near you. So we're really excited about that. So besides that, you know, like you want to constantly have like different, you know, huevos in different baskets, fool.
Of course.
And so that, you know, the stand-up stuff, and then I'm gonna see how this Cholo Adventure does, bro. You know, go from there because I still love to create skits, but like, I want to create like short films and eventually movies, bro. I'm not trying to give you like my exact, you know, plan on things, but like,
No, shoot it so we
I
could do it
wanna,
first.
yeah, please. But I mean, you know, I'll talk to you about it and then we collaborate on some shit too, because I definitely want to have more of a collaborative moving forward with a lot of other like, you know, Mexicanos, Hispanics, Chicanos, whatever.
Needless to say, like I really meant what I said. You're one of the first original fools on YouTube, and that to me commands, reprimands respect. Nah.
No, thank you, bro. I appreciate.
So whatever you need from the food community, we got you.
Thank you, bro.
Being the triple OG.
and same, bro. Same vice versa. You know, like I love what you guys are doing here. You know, when I first started, bro, like there was nothing but just like it was mostly Asians on YouTube.
Facts.
So you remember?
I remember. Yeah, Timmy was probably making a killing.
Oh, bro. I mean, they were the ones doing shows everywhere. Like they were singing. They had dancers and
No, yeah,
rappers. You know.
they're on.
And so for me, like I was just like, damn, I don't fit. You know, like Well,
Right
fuck
now
it, I'm
we're.
gonna do what I do.
I think right now I forget who used the word, or maybe it was us. I don't know. We're like in a Latino renaissance. I feel like
Yeah, sure. We're definitely popping off right now. It's
that's
just
why we're
because there's
so
so
glad
much.
to have you back.
Thanks, bro. I mean, maybe some people aren't, you know,
Haters. For sure.
because I think a lot of people will be like, people don't like to be compared. You know, like, oh, what are these fools doing? Oh, they're trying to be like dot dot dot. You know, I'm dot dot dot.
Shout out to Eagle back in the flesh.
Back out here, bro. So I'm sure a lot of people are like, okay, you know, but I'm just trying to come out and say like I like seeing more brown faces on online. You know, there's also fucking saturated a little more. But
No,
no, it's
there's a definite
it's
definite
fucking nice.
separation of levels.
There's different levels of shit.
Otros niveles.
I hate like now that it's getting to like cancel culture shit we were talking about earlier
I
too.
think
Like,
cancel culture is kind of canceled right now.
yeah, right. We're canceling you, cancel culture.
No, I'm being
Yeah.
serious. I feel like people are getting away with some wild shit right now, and it's cool.
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes it's not cool, but generally speaking, like,
Obviously, if it's not crazy, crazy, crazy.
no, yeah. Even some people that should be fully canceled are not getting canceled, so it's tight.
Yeah, that's for sure. That's for damn sure. But I'm happy that a lot of us are coming out and we're like seeing the potential, bro. Because you know, if you look at Hollywood, there's still not a lot of like brown lead actors. You know what I mean? Obviously, we got Blue Beetle, who
I
just
was
kind of
gonna say
popped
shout
off.
out to Cholo. I was supposed to have him on the podcast, but this would just be juking and jiving
Yeah,
like a motherfucker.
I mean, yeah, shout out to Cholo. You know, I feel like a lot of
Have you met
it's
him?
only the future. No,
He'll
no,
karate chop your shit and then turn into the Blue Beetle if you activate too hard, G.
bad. We'll see.
He's the
We'll see
Karate
when I see
Kid
him.
también, so.
We'll see, Cholo.
Ha ha! Cholo's Adventures, my
Right?
G.
He starts his own shit. Now,
He has his own podcast.
oh, he does, huh?
Something
Yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah.
I think it's the Wolf something or the Lobos or something like that.
Okay. Tight, 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 tight. Well, shit, man. I mean, you know, he's
That fool looks like he could be your son now that I look at you a little closer.
It is, fool.
Ha ha!
You already told our plans, fool. Cholo Adventures, all right.
That's crazy.
Nah, man. It's like I said, it's really cool to see the community like, you know, popping off right now. And the only thing is like I hope we're smart enough to support each other because they say a lot of like Latinos don't be supporting each other when they get to the top, right? You could think of a few.
Ha ha!
Mm.
Bang bang.
Bang bang. You're gonna drop a name.
Nah, you don't have to.
You get it, you know, but it's just it's that, you know, you constantly want to be helping people. And you said you had Fluffy on, right? Like
Fluffy's a great guy.
he's, you know, I see what he's doing right now, even with his stand up, he's bringing up these other guys, and I'm just like, man, that's dope as fuck.
Honorable for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not gonna.
So
I'm not.
he's a legend for that already.
I was thinking about saying some reckless shit, but I decided against it. Fluffy's great though.
Yeah.
Fluffy's a champion for being down to come on the food community.
I saw, bro. Yeah.
That was just
How was
dope.
that?
He's great.
Yeah.
A lot of people were complaining about our interview because we took off the smoke alarm because we had a taco man. It wasn't here. It was at our downtown location. We brought a taco man into the loft.
Mm.
So needless to say, the taco grill was producing quite a bit of smoke.
Mm.
And I didn't want my interview to get canceled due to a fire alarm.
Yeah.
So beep, beep. You know the fire alarm
Yeah,
sound.
yeah.
Not the fire alarm, the smoke alarm sound. So that was the only complaint on that video. But other than that, he was great. He was very humble. Signed a million autographs while we were there. I think he
Yeah.
even signed. Well, you don't know, or maybe you do or don't. But the old location was in Skid Row,
Oh shit. Okay.
so I'm sure he signed a couple of bums baskets or something. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? It's tight.
Why not?
It's fluffy, fool.
Yeah. He's a legend, bro.
Who's the funniest OG comedian to you?
Right now, I really like Bill Burr. I don't know if you
I'm
fuck with
very
Bill Burr.
familiar.
He's got like this rawness to him, bro.
He's a monster, fool.
Bro, his energy. And even when he's on podcasts, you know, I think it's funny because I think sometimes he's so intimidating to other people because he's been on other people's like podcasts and he's like intimidated them a little bit. Not on purpose, but I think he
It's
just
just his
asks them
character.
questions, you know. He's just like, "What do you mean by that, huh? What do you mean by that?" And so they're just kind of like, yeah. And so I'm like, "Oh man, he's vicious. I love him.
Not a lot of
He's
people.
dope. I think you know, of course, the GOAT, Dave Chappelle. Um, I'm watching a lot more I mean, I've always watched a lot of comedians.
Well, yeah, definitely more now to sharpen the sword.
Sure. I saw this guy named Pete Holmes last night.
Hmm.
Me and wifey were watching that guy. Funny dude.
I'll
You know,
YouTube him.
he's cool. Probably YouTube. I want to watch a special. Check out a clip. He's cool. Yeah, I mean, off the top right now, I like Ralph Barbosa. I like what he's doing. He's got a very chill vibe to him, so
Yep.
it works. Some people don't fuck with it. I do. I think he's fucking hilarious.
He's taking his time, doing his
Yeah,
thing.
yeah, for sure. Um, and me, fool.
Do you have anything on YouTube yet?
No, I just did West Covina like a week and a half ago, so I'm gonna start posting up clips.
When's the next stop?
Might be Hollywood, and Irvine.
Personally, would like some tickets, my G.
I got you.
4
I got you.
VIP.
I don't got you.
I don't require drinks.
I'm old fool. You don't know it, but I'm 57.
That's cap.
We just don't age, fools.
I have my son on the boards today, guys. That's a company you don't hear anyone talking, but he reacted to that. So yeah, the comedy, the chili, the adventures. Oh, I know. I almost forgot to ask you. Who's your top 5 Chicano rappers of all time?
I like Lil Rob.
Fire.
Bro, back then I liked Miss Crazy. I would put some of her music in my music like in like a lot of the Cholo videos. I don't know if he counts Mellow Man Ace.
Some would consider him not
Cubano?
Chicano rap, but he
Yeah.
definitely is a large part of it.
Mm-hmm.
In a way, he was the first person that ever. He was the first Latino that ever broke out with a hit song.
Yeah, bro.
Facts.
Last night you didn't go a la casa de tu tía. He's dope. Who else?
Who really is a cholo at heart?
I'll name some other people that like nobody even fucking knows.
Say it.
They're like Christian bands, bro.
Oh, you went Christian on a song?
We grew so my grandpa had a church in Compton, bro.
Is he
It's
rich?
still there? No. But it's called Arca de Noé. It's on Willowbrook and Rosecrans. Willowbrook and Rosecrans is still there.
I could picture the street sign. I can't picture the corner, but I feel it.
2 trains,
Ah,
train track, metro, and then like an old ass train. And yeah, man, we grew up in that church. Sunday schools, we were there. We were at church a bunch. But yeah,
I feel it.
crazy times. Great times.
Is there anything you want to leave the people with before we clock out? Actually, is there anything I should have asked you that I haven't asked you? I'm gonna cut that part out. Don't worry.
Yeah. Who you beefing it right now with?
Perfect. Who you beefing it with right now before we clock out, G?
Nah, bro, that's not me. I wouldn't talk about that. Keep all that.
That's fire.
Nah, man. I don't beef with anybody. I think everyone's fucking cool.
Is there someone that has an issue with you right now and you just decided to say that answer
No, I'm
instead?
just being
Fuck.
just for the clicks, fool. Just to get you hyped up for the clicks.
That's in the thumbnail. Don't even worry.
I do know that that sometimes people will start beef. Like, right, there was like the Lil Moco stuff that people would be in the comments like, oh bro, there's another guy. And same thing vice versa. You know, I put up those Cholo Housewife videos to like, look at this fool trying to be Little Moco all of a sudden. I'm like, and then I just let other people comment and they're like, fuck you, fool, you don't know shit. This fool's like the you know.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right. Or Fool's Gone Wild is another one where people will, I think, comment a lot. Will be like, these fools, like Super Eagles, like the original fools. And I'm like, oh man, you know, I like, you know, I'm just
You
keeping the
wanna know
peace.
what?
Like everything's cool, you know.
If I was you, if it was me, I would tap in and one of their face reveals, it could be you. And that would be so crazy.
That'd be cool. Yeah, collaboration. But I mean,
Tap
they
in.
don't follow me. I don't know.
Really?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And I think maybe what if it's that? Like people are just like,
That's crazy. You know what? They don't follow very many people.
nah. I mean, I love what they're doing. You know, I think it's funny. But yeah, I don't know.
I'm cool with them. I really think you should tap in. All that who follows who shit.
Yeah. I mean, it's definitely.
We all know you were here first. That's facts. It's undisputable. The
Thanks.
receipts are all over the internet, my boy.
Yeah, I mean, to me, I like to vibe with people, like for sure. Like if I meet with you and I feel like our vibe isn't on, I'm like, it's cool. You know, didn't work out.
Well, you made it here.
We made it here. Made it here, man, and I'm very proud to be here, and I think what you're doing is dope, man. And you're
Highly,
talented.
highly appreciate it. Super
The guy right
Eeego.
here.
Super Eeego. Is there anything you want to leave the people with before we clock out, my brother?
Nothing, bro. You know, if you just happen to hop online, thehousefoo.com,
Housefood.com. Get your chile. Pause.
and stay and stay tuned for the last Cholo Adventures.
They're not gonna be the last day. You said that last time.
Subscribe, hit the notification bell. Fuck.
Damn, you got a lot of followers, G.
Yeah, it's I mean, I'm very grateful for it, you know,
Just start
over the
posting.
years.
Post once a week minimum. That shit's gonna go the up.
You know what slowed me down a lot was like obviously, you know, I had kids, man, and then I had, you know, had a wedding this year.
I know
Did it
this
all
fool tried to
backwards.
push back the interview by like 6 months over his wedding. I was like, fool, she's gonna be an hour and a half. Wait.
Hey, I kept my promise though, man. I was like, I'm coming through for sure, you know. I just let me get this wedding out of the way and fucking comedy show, and now we're here, bro.
I ain't mad at it.
And thank you for inviting me, bro. I appreciate it.
Like I said, for you the legend, Mando. And if the kids at home don't know, do your research. Facts are facts.
Facts are facts.
Brother, it's been a pleasure. Super Eagle, Full Community Podcast. Shout out to Shaka, Killer Kush, Royalty Honey. We're out of here, pals.
Is there my gun back?
These